Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, howdy. Glad to see you. So, in this opportunity, our group, we are from group 7, and there is name of the group is absolutely me is Edward Sani, and there is Beslin Petrus, and then is Irvin Pakpahan, and Galuh Pratama, and the last is Muhammad Arif. So, I will be begin first by me. The title of the journal is about pronunciation in the speaking skill, student of English Education Department, Lancang Kuning University. The written is by Saifullah. Now we going to abstract. So this research was about student pronunciation ability in the speaking English at University of Lancang Kuning academic years 2015 to 2016. Type of the research was cross-sectional or survey designed with the aim as an evaluation program. The number of the participants of this research were 36 of third semester of the English Education Department, Faculty of Education and the Teachers Training Lancang Kuning University, Pekanbaru, which were selected by using simple random sampling instrument was used in this research was oral test. In collecting data, the researcher gave the students tests on speaking, pronunciation in the front of the class. The data gained was analyzed by using descriptive static. Now, in the learning English, students are show their ability through 4 skills. One of them is speaking. This skill is need by the students for communication, the target language. Having speaking skill will help the student to implement 3 language functions. By speaking, the students be able to express and understand their ideas each another. And finally, speaking skill help the student to know each other. As one of the language components, pronunciation needs to be known by the students. This research was focused the problem on the pronunciation that were used by the student in the speaking English. The researcher defined some case terms in her research. The terms used in this research are defined as follows. Speaking is one of 4 language skills that important role in the communication. By speaking, communication will be clear and understood. Okay, there you have 2 options. Now this is 2 material is about speaking and pronunciation. The first is speaking. Speaking is one of 4 language skills that important role in the communication. Through speaking, it can explore the ideas, get information, and everyone can interact with another. By speaking, communication will be clear and understood. And the second is pronunciation. Pronunciation is the way a word or a language is usually spoken. The manner in which someone utters a word. Okay, I think that's all. The next material will be read it by my friend is Beslin. Thank you. I will be give it to next him.
Okay, my name is Beslin Petrus Samenta, and my surname is 20030500049. In this occasion, I will explain about the review of related literature and findings. So, that related to the speaking in order to support the research, the theories guided the researcher to do a better research. According to Brown, speaking is productive skill that can be directly and empirically observed. So it means that when the students are producing their information orally, the other people can directly observe them. And furthermore, people are able to notice about someone's language from their performance of speaking. In short, as language learner, the students must produce their language in speaking oral. And meanwhile, the definition of speaking should be understood clearly. Okay, H, learning speak is to completeness is too complex a task. It involves the mastery of grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and fluency. In addition, the spoken productive language is called speaking. It is skills of a speaker to communicate information to a listener or a group of listeners. Her or his skill is realized by her or his ability to approach rules of information that has in her or his mind to her or his listener effectively. And the ability he has includes all the correct grammatical aspects of the language he is speaking. The types of the informations she or he is transferring to the rhetoric conducting in a communicative event. And speaking is the ability to speak between someone to another one and someone to many people. As Lever et al. State that speaking is another productive skills. As in writing, we encode the language too more rapidly. We have few opportunities to slow down or repeat without sounding uncertain or foreign. In encoding the message into the words, sentences, and text, we have to use sufficiently clear phonetic forms that interlocutors understand us. And furthermore, Cambridge stated is speaking is so much part of daily life that we tend to take it for granted. So that's all for my explanation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Gala Pratama, and this time I will read about pronunciation in speaking. Pronunciation is the way a word or language is usually spoken, the manner in which someone utters a word, in line with definition above. Hornby in Sumantri says that pronunciation is the way in which language is spoken, the way in which a word is pronounced. The person speaks the word of a language from the definition above. It shows conclusion that pronunciation is the way person utters a word or a language. Most people think of a pronunciation as the sound we make while speaking. As speaker of a language, we need to be able to understand each other with relative ease. As the name stated, pronunciation is the way how we pronounce word, phrase, and sentence. Communicates to others considerable information about who we are and what we are like as people. Review of the related findings. As a matter of fact, that there were some related research that had been done several times through pronunciation. Doing the researches in different aspects whether pronunciation can be very useful, as found by the researchers that there were research done. First, Sumantri about an experimental study with the title Improving Student Pronunciation by Using English Song. The result show teaching with a song meant to help the student to overcome their difficulties toward learning English grammar, especially the pronunciation. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Nur Arif. I will explain the material discussion. In according with the data analysis done during this research, the research found that the student pronunciation in speaking was on level medium. Medium means that some consider phonic error and forgetting, stress and intonation pattern, but the speaking is intelligible. Based on the presentation and analysis of the research data above, the finding of the whole participant 63 students led the research to infer the ability of student pronunciation in speaking at the third semester student of English Education Department, Faculty of Education and Teacher Training, Lancang Kuning University. The data gained was analyzed by using described statistics to find the sum and mean. The sum used to find calculation of the student raw score. The total of the student score in speaking was 65.2. The mean used to describe response of all participants to item on instrument A means was the total of score divided by number of the students. The mean gave us an average out of the score. The mean score of the studying ability in speaking pronunciation was 1.8. In the other words, the student pronunciation in the speaking at the third semester student of English education, Department Faculty of Education and Teacher Training Lancang Kuning University, Pekanbaru was medium wide. Some consider phonemic error and foreign stress and intonation pattern, but the speaker is intelligible. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I will explain the material concluding and suggestion. Concluding, based on the data analysis planned in Chapter 4, the result made conclusion. There were 36 students of the third semester student of English Education Department, Faculty of Education and Teacher Training Lancang Kuning Universities were practicing this result. From the 36 students can be seen that the total of student score in oral test was 65.2. The main score of the student ability in speaking pronunciation was 1.8. The result concluded that the winning on student pronunciation and speaking skill were categorized medium. Some consistent phonic error and the foreign stress and intonation parts, but the speaker is intelligent. 5.2 suggestion. Considering the above calculation, there was some suggestion for the later student and register. Number one, for the latter, it is important to make an interesting reading and reading process. The uses of the mini dictation with phonetic transcript called regular students to have good pronunciation. Students need a lot of activities that get them listening to native speaker pronunciation. In addition, the English teacher needs to pay attention to student grammar. The student skill lack of grammar when they speak up. Number two, for the student. The student have to wear the important speaking oral text, expression, and speaking pronunciation. B. The student were suggested to learn more about respect and speaking, especially in speaking pronunciation, in order to make their ability in speaking better. C. The student were suggested to practice a lot and speak in outside of the class in order to improve their speaking ability. Number 3. For the result. The result, however, this research result was very useful for the teacher or lecturer and next researcher in training English, especially in speaking pronunciation. Okay, thank you. That's all for my group explanation. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.